The morning calm of Cedar Hollow, a quiet suburb in coastal Oregon, shattered at 6:45 a.m. on May 3, 2024, when a megaphone's wail cut through the mist. A voice, shrill and unhinged, roared, "Get out of the car now. This is an HOA emergency." Sheriff Emily Harper, still in her navy blue uniform from an overnight shift, froze mid-sip of her lukewarm coffee. Her county-issued SUV sat in her driveway, engine barely cooled. Emily's sharp green eyes flicked to the source. Margaret Voss, the HOA president, a woman who ruled with a laminated rulebook and a grudge against anyone who outranked her. Margaret, clad in a glossy red windbreaker with Cedar Hollow HOA stitched in gold, slapped a neon green sticker on the SUV's windshield and announced she was placing Emily under citizen's arrest for parking a police vehicle on her own property. What Margaret didn't know was that Emily wasn't just a deputy, she was the sheriff, and she was about to unravel Margaret's reign with a lesson in law and accountability. The day before had been relentless. Emily had defused a bar fight, tracked a lost hiker, and talked down a suicidal teen during a 3-hour crisis call, all before limping home at dawn. She'd barely parked when Margaret's golf cart screeched up, tires spitting gravel. Wrapped in her HOA armor, Margaret stormed the driveway with a violation sticker, ignoring the property line like it was a suggestion. Emily's husband, Nate, shuffled onto the porch in a hoodie and flip-flops, coffee in hand, catching Emily's glance that said, "Let this play out." Margaret, snapping photos of the SUV, ranted about neighborhood aesthetics and how police vehicles weren't approved under HOA rules. She declared the SUV subject to towing and slapped the sticker on, snarling, "Move it in 10 minutes, or it's gone." Emily stepped out, all 5'10" of her, calm in her sheriff's gear. Margaret hesitated, then doubled down. "That badge doesn't scare me," she spat. "We've seen fake cops before." Nate stifled a chuckle. Emily, voice low, asked, "You sure you want this on record, ma'am?" Margaret missed the hint and called her enforcement team, 2 retirees in red windbreakers, one clutching a fake ticket book, the other measuring the SUV's bumper with a tape measure. Nate started recording, sensing viral gold. Emily nodded, "Keep rolling." Margaret, now a suburban general, crowed about her sister on the town board and accused Emily of impersonating an off-camera felony. Emily tapped her earpiece, murmuring, "Code 10-39, officer harassment," and gave dispatch her address. Margaret, clueless, turned to Nate. "Your wife's done, pal. Driveways aren't private in this community." Nate nearly spat his coffee, laughing. Margaret smirked, thinking she'd won. Then sirens wailed. 3 patrol cars rolled up. Margaret spun, expecting allies, but the deputies saluted Emily. Her face crumpled. Deputy Luis, Emily's rye partner, asked, "Sheriff, you good?" Margaret stammered, "Sheriff?" Emily flashed her badge, "Sheriff Emily Harper, Lincoln County." Margaret's jaw flapped uselessly. Emily explained that the HOA president had tried to arrest her for parking in her own driveway. Luis asked Margaret if she knew impersonating law enforcement was a crime. She mumbled about community safety. One enforcer fled, tripping over a sprinkler. The other feigned delivering a newsletter. Luis asked if Emily wanted charges filed. She declined, but promised a complaint. Margaret demanded proof the property was HOA exempt. Nate produced their deed, showing the lot was grandfathered out since 2003. Margaret sputtered, "I updated the rules." Emily asked if those were filed with the county. Margaret froze. Emily offered, "Care to explain downtown?" Margaret bolted to her golf cart, knocking over a trash can, and peeled out. By noon, the neighborhood's chat exploded. Nate's video, captioned, "HOA Queen vs. Real Sheriff," spread like wildfire. Residents, long terrorized by Margaret's fines for unapproved bird baths or loud wind chimes, rejoiced. Emily, drained, filed a county complaint with body cam and Nate's footage, knowing Margaret's ego could escalate. It did. That afternoon, an HOA letter arrived, signed by Margaret, accusing Emily of hostile conduct and illegal vehicle use, demanding she stop parking in her driveway. Emily muttered, "This is next-level dumb." She called her friend Tara, a county lawyer, who drafted a cease and desist citing harassment and HOA overreach. The next day, a deputy served it to Margaret, who retaliated with flyers warning of fake sheriffs and featuring a blurry shot of Emily's SUV. Neighbors laughed, but the defamation stung. Emily took the flyers to the county, turning a spat into a legal storm. Neighbors visited, one bringing a USB of Margaret's emails, threats to ban pool access, suspicious family lists, and a plan for street cameras. Emily's jaw tightened. Margaret was a bully with bylaws. At the county records office, Emily and Nate found the HOA's filings, unchanged since 2004, confirming their exemption. Emily filed to audit the HOA's authority. That night, Margaret's Facebook Live, lit by eerie lamplight, ranted about sheriff conspiracies. Comments buried her. "You're done, Margaret." A former board member, Claire, leaked proof of Margaret paying her nephew $700 monthly as a consultant with no job. Emily sent it to the DA. Margaret's next move was a lawsuit against Emily for emotional distress and authority abuse. Emily's Margaret file grew: footage, deeds, emails. Another ex-board member, Ruth, shared ledgers of security fees for Margaret's nephew's training, a YouTube video, and plastic badges. The auditor flagged $4,000 in misspent HOA funds. The April 25, 2024, court date drew a crowd. Margaret, in an HOA-branded blazer, strode in with a binder. Her lawyer claimed Emily's militarized presence traumatized Margaret. Emily's attorney, Lisa, played the body cam. Margaret's "I'm the law" echoed. The judge, unimpressed, asked if Margaret had jurisdiction. She fumbled, citing blog posts. The deed proved Emily's exemption. The judge dismissed the case, warning Margaret of criminal charges for further stunts. She stormed out, face purple. That night, leaked HOA audio revealed Margaret threatening board members over a rogue mailbox. Emily sent it to the DA. Margaret's flyers, calling Emily a government spy, pushed neighbors to leak more: fake fines, unapproved rules, a $1,500 HOA laptop. The auditor confirmed fraud. The DA's hearing packed the community center. Margaret, defiant, faced a timeline of her misdeeds: overridden votes, threats, and an audio clip vowing to bury the sheriff in paperwork. The board suspended her 7-0. She raged, toppling chairs. Later, she drove by Emily's house, yelling through a megaphone until arrested for violating a restraining order. Her conspiracy-laced home whiteboards, photos of Emily, "A justice is mine," sign led to a psych evaluation. The HOA reformed, passing Emily's law to exempt emergency vehicles. At a driveway freedom fest, neighbors wore "Not You" Margaret shirts. Emily, sipping iced tea, said, "I protect people, not parking spots. But your driveway's your castle." Was Emily too soft on Margaret, or did her calm fuel the win? Are HOAs petty kingdoms or necessary evils? Would you fight for your driveway? Comment, like, subscribe.